Really?
Sometimes when I see my face say things, I'm like, this
That's
isn't a good look.
I see. Yeah, sometimes I think that I'll do that where I'll think that I sound like a very cool guy when I say
Yeah.
something. Then I'll watch
and
like
you're watching,
footage.
and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
hate speech.
Yeah. I do that too. There are times
Not
where I think I'm
actually,
like
but-
being really. That's been something learned, like doing podcasts. I've learned. I've thought, wow, I came across as a real smart guy. That's usually smart. I think of myself if I say something really like intuitive or really thoughtful, and then when I hear it back, I'll say like and like 100 times in the middle of it,
and I'm like, fucking
this and fucking that, and I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's the thing about watching your own podcast when you have to edit it. You're like, Jesus Christ, we should quit this podcast. And
Right.
Like, no, dude, we got
39
we got like
subscribers.
40 views the other day. You can't quit when you're on top of the world like that. You know?
Dude, when people comment though on stuff, I ran that. I love it. I know you don't like it, but I respond to everyone, especially when they say something like really. They're like, "You guys are the best." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
me?"
Well, just throw them a little heart, you know. You ain't got,
Yeah.
You know, pet the baby when they're sleeping. You know? But
I'll pet the baby when they're sleeping. I'm not
no,
gonna.
you'll pet the baby when it's awake. That's what you're saying. It's like,
no, I'll give him.
You'll give
I'll
him a car
blow
ride.
him a kiss. That's all I'll do. I won't ask him a question back because that gets out of hand.
Yeah.
I've had people have been on the Instagram and they've asked to be a guest before.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, hey,
Yeah.
at that point I'm like, yeah.
Anyone who
we'll
does
see.
That, well, anyone who does that, I just want to be like, what do you think that would look like? Like,
Right.
you know, why do
We
you
can
want to
be-
be a guest on this podcast? Like,
Right.
literally, the name of it is Nobody's Listening.
Right.
Like, you're whatever, and then you got to question the guy who's like, I need to be heard. And you're like, whoa. Okay,
First of all, this isn't the place to be heard.
Yeah, no, this is not it. If you're
right.
looking to get a message across, you know, you could do better. You do better shouting whatever you have to say into like an empty alley.
Yeah,
downtown.
Yeah, you get
And
probably 40 listeners.
You would get 100 subscribers probably.
That's true.
Or you'd get shot by the police. But the point being,
we need to take dangerous risks is the point.
yeah, we got to take.
We need to start. What if? Yeah, because it's one of those things I think about. What if we put our full energy, our full bodies, and our full like spirits into promoting the podcast? What would that?
I thought you were gonna say, what if we put our full addresses online?
No,
I like where
that
you're going.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I would like
2135 Alsace Avenue. Come
no,
hang
dude.
out,
No,
dude.
you ain't getting mine, bitch.
Well, I
You want to
won.
find out where I live? You better hire LA Intelligence, baby.
Yeah,
Get it?
dude. Oh, he's hopeless, dude.
Yeah, he'll take your case.
Yeah.
He probably lives in my building, actually. It's a shitty
Probably.
apartment
No,
building.
he lives in the valley, dude.
Yeah. No, we don't know where he lives. He lives in his car. Let's be real about this.
Probably. But only because he's so committed to the case.
Yeah, well, he can't even pay rent. That's how obsessed he is with finding justice. He's like, I can't be fettered by things like my
Rent
energy payments
No.
or my student loans. He doesn't have student loans.
We're back with more of the same thing.
Dude.
Seth Meyers?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Talk about a headline. This is our news segment. You're about to get fucking educated.
Yeah.
And it'll be especially useful because this news will be like a week old by the time you watch it. But click on the little news tab.
Okay.
Seth Meyers. I feel like I'm writing for Seth Meyers right now. Seth Meyers raised some headlines this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so click this. First article. Seth Meyers' new Netflix special has a feature where you can skip the Trump jokes.
Okay.
So scroll down a little bit
All
and
right.
you'll kind of see his statement on here.
Do we want to hear him talk about it?
No, I don't
No?
want to hear him
Okay.
say anything.
All right, okay.
But so it says the late night host's new comedy special Lobby Baby debuts on Netflix on Tuesday, and there will be a segment in which Myers shifts from jokes about his personal life to punchlines about President Trump, one of his favorite targets on his NBC talk show Late Night. But for those who are sick of comedy that's tainted by politics, this is such a loaded sentence, Myers told CNN Business that he asked Netflix to create a button for viewers to opt out of watching that segment in the same way Netflix users can bypass the intro credits of a show.
Okay.
So he's literally saying, you know what, I'm going to read his quote
All
real
right.
quick. This is a quote from Seth Meyers. It dawned on me that because it was on Netflix, that would be this opportunity put in technology that would allow people to skip it, he said. It was a way to build the response to anyone who would say, oh, let me guess, there's going to be jokes about the president.
Okay, what's your problem?
Which problem? I have like 13 different
let's
problems
get
with
into
this.
it.
Can you imagine having like so little to say? Like saying, like literally, like can you imagine making a comedy special and being like, listen, there's going to be a big chunk of this that a lot of people are just going to skip over. Okay, so we got to give them that option. Like,
Okay, I see what you mean.
How can you be a comedian? Like, listen, this isn't about like comedy, but this like, how can you be a comedian who's like, yeah, I'm okay. If you want to skip like the middle 30 minutes of the special, just skip it. I know you're watching Shark Tank after this, and you know.
Yeah, that's a take on it. So you think
this is a bitch move? That's all.
You
I'm
think
saying.
so?
Yes.
What's
dude.
it? Okay, how is it? Do you feel like
You're gonna shield people from opinions they don't want to hear? If they don't like, if they're first of all, anyone who like loves Trump, they're not fucking watching his special.
Right.
That's all late night is now. Like, dude, NBC, CBS, ABC, all it is just like a rotating bag of like stupid Trump jokes that everybody is tired of.
true?
Literally no one. Like, I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, I will skip the Trump section, but not for the reason why you think. I'm gonna skip it because this is just gonna be hack material, not because it's gonna offend me. I think he's not being truthful.
You think
He's
it's
being
just it's weak? Yeah.
Like, can you imagine being a comedian and then filling your special with Trump jokes and then at the end being like, well, I know people are kind of sick of Trump jokes. No one really likes them. Should I reshoot the special? No, just let people skip over it.
Oh, okay. I could see that being the case where he got into it and there's a half hour in the middle where he's like, this is kind of stale material that I had on the Late Show and it's kind of been ran through and I regret it. Do you think that's it?
Yes, he's literally admitting. He's like, hey, this is all material that like I know a lot of people don't want to hear, but I put it in there because Netflix cut me a check and I had to fill an hour.
That's not okay, but the way he's saying it is it's a gimmick. It's like it's like trying to get broader appeal. You know how we're supposed to respond to this?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like, that's cool of him to do that. Because I am sick of the Trump jokes.
Yeah.
And then
we're helping him. We're talking about it.
we are.
We got people.
We're not helping him a lot.
No, not a lot, but we're, helping him a little bit. Yeah, dude. Wait, are you saying you're for it? You're on Team Seth here?
I don't like Seth Meyers to begin with. I mean, he's fine. I don't want to say like
he's not. Come on,
it's
just
not.
Say what it is. No one watches their shows anymore. We're not.
Yeah, it's all.
We're not getting late night spots, bud. It's not happening.
I want to.
Unless it's a little late with Lily Singh, and then
that would be.
Well,
awesome.
then we'll talk about.
That'd be an opportunity, dude. I would love to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of Seth Meyers. It's like no one would care at this point. Lily
I forgot
Singh,
he had a show.
Well, I know he has a show, but it's like he had Matthew Berry on. And he wasn't even the second guest.
He was the prime.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, tonight, Matthew Berry," and I was like, "That's cool for me." Yeah, for nobody else.
In my brain, I don't know if this is how most Americans are, but in my brain, it's like Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, public access. Like it just goes from Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, garbage. Like what? I have no idea. I know there's a bunch of them.
Well, it's all. Well, here's what it is, man. We're a couple dudes that like to hear fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Yes, I want to hear. I want to feel
I don't believe
dirty after I watch it.
I agree with you, and I also know that most people aren't like us in that regard. Good or bad, I'm not saying that's a good thing. But nobody is asking for a Seth Meyers comedy special. No one. Except NBC.
Here's all right. This is
no one.
Okay.
Show me that person. They work at Costco.
You think this is a marketing?
They work at Costco.
Yeah.
A Seth Meyers fan works at Costco in the meat department.
NBC paid for the Netflix special from the marketing budget for NBC.
I legitimately believe that.
That's okay. I agree.
That's not outrageous of a claim.
I've never met someone that's like, you know who I really like? Seth Meyers.
Dude, Seth Meyers is like the best. I'd be like, dude, what?
No.
Listen, if you're like, I love Colbert, I'm like, cool. Yeah, whatever. You're like, I like Jimmy Fallon. Cool. Seth Meyers, you can do better. Anyone who's watching it live? That's what I want to know. Talk about our show being only watched by robots. You know that show, Seth Meyers, Late with Seth Meyers, that's just watched by people who've passed out after eating
my guy. Here's
A
what
sheet
that
cake.
is. It's sheet cake coma TV.
Yes.
That's what it is. Because you think about it. Here's what you don't think about. A lot of network television is just background noise. It really is.
No, it is. It is. No, that's a fact because when I worked at a TV station, they were like literally marketing people, like high level marketing people and consultants would be like, listen, guys, I know you don't want to hear this, but you have to write the news thinking that the person they're not watching it. It's literally just background noise. So then they're like, what you have to do is make really sensational claims
Right.
and headlines that get people to be like, what? Stop spinning their Kraft mac and cheese, the Velveeta that they squeeze a little pouch into, be like, what?
So that they can watch another ad afterward for Kraft macaroni.
Stay in so you can watch the Kraft ad. Mix it up. You got a family. That's all we market to. If you don't have a family in America, you can fucking die already.
Right.
We don't need you.
If you don't have a family or have enough money to buy a Lexus, you don't.
I got a Ring doorbell I gotta sell you so I can monitor your thoughts and watch your shitty fucking future school shooter of a son grow up into nothing. Like, watch Seth Meyers.
See, that's the type of shit that will never get us a TV show after Seth Meyers, dude.
There's not gonna be
Lily
TV.
Singe is gonna own that space for a long time.
Yeah, well,
because
she
she's
doesn't own
not
it
talking
now.
about Epstein.
I'm not talking about anything.
Is she off the air?
No, she's not off the air.
Oh.
She's off my air.
Dude, you know what my dream is?
Yeah.
We get hired as writers and we say the most foul, disgusting, racist stuff. And they're like, you know what? This is exactly what we needed.
No, that's never.
And we
first of all,
saved the
we're not
show.
calling racist, but we are
Not racist, but
yes,
stuff that
outrageous.
stuff
it flirts
that,
with. It's a. To
Yes.
quote Sam Segura, it's about race. Like it involves race.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm obviously we
No, I
would
get
say
it.
things
No,
that
I
people
agree.
would.
I agree, but here's the thing, dude. These people would never be hired. A guy like me and you would never be hired as writers.
But
a
the
writer
thing
goes
is-
in there to be like, hey, just fucking put some shit out there.
All right, the producers of the show, it's tanking. Ratings are bad, right?
Yeah.
They're saying, you know what? Fuck it. Bring those guys in and let them
that moment
let them
will
write
come.
whatever they want.
That moment is gonna come.
I
soon.
think so.
Hollywood is like, listen, I really need to make this crystal clear that I am not on the pro Trump side of like the media hate train, but it is very clear that they're trying to like push a super woke agenda that like. Not saying people disagree with it, but most people are like, can you just shut the fuck up and like be funny? Or like just make entertaining TV that I don't feel like I'm learning. You know what I mean? Some people just want to watch people die on Live Leak. We talked about this,
yeah.
dude. That's all what we all want. And if you say you don't want that, you're lying to yourself and it's going to hurt in the long run. But
Yeah.
that's why guys like us would never get hired. They'd be like, no, this is...
It's like here's the thing. Self-righteousness is not funny, and it never will be.
No. Preaching is not funny.
Preaching is not funny, but people like we're flawed dudes. We say messed up stuff, you know? You said retarded. I've said retarded now. And you know what? I'm editing this. I'm not going to edit that out because that's just who we are. We're those guys. I got to own up to the fact that I said that word. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And you know what? And if you like whitewash everything and like you try to be self-righteous in your comedy,
yeah, it's bad.
it's not. It's just like, dude, I like hearing how messed up people are.
My thing is like, don't people who like, and like, this is preachy for sure. So I guess
Yeah, I know. I was like preaching while I was talking about preaching.
Listen, everything's preachy if you take a big enough microscope at it. But
That's true.
like, I don't know, man. Going back to like Seth Meyers, literally letting people skip your Trump joke. Like, you're like, hey, this is the part of the special where I actually talk about things that are kind of important to all of us. So if you just want to gloss over that and listen to me talk about how hard it is to like change a diaper, then skip over it.
But he's not doing like. Here's the thing, man.
Dude, if you're telling people to skip over your boring Trump jokes, Jesus, imagine how boring his family jokes are.
Well, okay, I imagine
At least the subject of Trump is interesting. I don't want to hear some fucking person talk about their white ass kids. No.
That's okay. I'm trying to think what it is. You know, the Trump jokes are like, what a dummy.
Yeah,
Now, and
it's atrocious.
the reality, it's so much more. I think honestly, if you're doing jokes about Trump, you're missing the mark.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's
Yeah.
done. You need to do jokes about society and perpetuating the fact that we're here now.
Yes.
That's the joke. The joke is like, how did we get here? Rather than like looking at the problem, look at the whole boat that's sinking and be like, why are we choosing to fuck
No,
everything?
You're absolutely right. Yeah, if you're making fun of Trump, you're an idiot. You're just as dumb as he is. If you're out here and like your whole act is just like shitting on Trump, then it's like, damn, what do you actually think about? And yeah, you're right, dude. We get the world we deserve, dude.
We do. We wanted this.
Get the world we deserve. So
Oh,
like, listen,
yeah.
if he wins again, which I don't know, he might. Who's on the other side? We got. It seems like Bernie or Elizabeth Warren.
It's,
one of those two.
no,
another
dude,
old
it's-
white person. Like, what are we doing?
It's the
Like-
worst old white person, dude. I checked the polls today. Most states, dude, it's Uncle Joe, dude.
You think it's Uncle
It's
Joe? the
Uncle
pedophile?
Joe. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's just because he was with Obama, and people don't want to fucking think longer than 5 seconds. They're just like, you know what? He's a safe bet. This is how it works, though. This is how the cycle of government works. You have 8 years of something kind of safe, shake it
Yeah.
up for 8 years, 8 years or something, or it could even be 4 years. It could be like,
Yeah.
dude, we had, Bill Clinton, who was out there getting blown and fucking around with cigars, fingering chicks, bombing pill factories and stuff like that.
What was
Doesn't
he-
matter.
That was great. I would
Dude,
watch.
it's crazy to think now that we're like, what did he even do? Like that.
What was he up
like,
to?
his
Besides,
his
yeah.
whole thing of like getting impeached, like rocked the nation. Like
Yeah.
people still talk about it, and then now I'm like, I don't even remember what he. Oh, he just got blown by some chick. That qualifies
No,
to get impeached
perjury.
now?
Perjury.
He lied about it. Oh,
yeah, you can get blown by whoever you want. You just can't lie.
You just
about
can't
it.
lie about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So they want to publicly shame you.
Right.
That's the important thing. It's not actually justice or making sure that someone's fit to like run an office. It's how can we publicly shame someone for TV? And by the way, let's not say that every news organization is making huge money off Trump being president.
dude. Okay.
They're
also,
rolling in it.
You know what? You know what angle I'm gonna take, dude. This is like, let's just get into it, dude. I think, and I probably said this to you, people like DJT as president. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Because it gives you something to compare yourself against. If you're upset with Trump and you can then point to it and feel self-righteous by comparison.
I get what you're saying.
So you have something to point to, like, and then all of a sudden all you have to do to seem like a righteous person is be like, Trump.
It takes little work to be,
Yeah.
and also the pro side. Like if you're pro Trump, then it's very easy to just be like, you know what, man, I'm fighting for our fucking freedom, dude.
Yeah.
Like the world's trying to shut me down. I'm part of a movement that's not going to be like,
Yeah.
It's just he's so wild that like no matter what side of the aisle you sit on, you feel like you're part of something. Dude,
Yeah,
people,
yeah, that's what
People
it is.
just want to feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not me. I'm an individual, dude.
Yeah, dude. No,
I ain't no sheep, dude.
I got this. Have you ever seen anyone wear this shirt?
No. Or any
Probably not,
version
dude.
of that
It was on like
shirt?
the second page of Amazon, so I doubt it. But
Good luck finding
good luck
it.
fucking finding it, you sheep. But, no, I'm just listen. Anyway, Seth Meyers, fucking write a better special if you want people to. Can you imagine if I made a movie? Imagine if I made my first motion picture, and then
Yeah.
I was like, all right, the real way I want people to view this is to like watch the first half hour of it,
Yeah.
get into it, and then I want to give them an option to just bail on it, and then
Come in at the end
yeah,
and see how it ended.
yeah.
That's I see.
Imagine
I
having
see
so
your
little
angle.
respect for like the work that you're making to be like, you know
what?
people they don't need to see this part.
It depends how long the special is.
I mean-
if it's an hour and a half, then I'll say,
It's
all
not.
right.
It's it's not.
Okay,
It's an
it's
hour.
probably not,
And here's
yeah.
the thing too. It's like imagine being like writing these Trump jokes and like, can you imagine? Right, if you like made a special, you're like, man, these are jokes I worked on for a long time. Like
Right.
these are my best jokes. I
Right.
want the world to hear. Can you imagine being able to be like, these ones are like so. If I don't want to offend you. I just kind of want to make you. That's the real thing.
But he's not.
I think I
pitching it that
really
way,
just
though.
found the core of
if
why
he
I'm
were
mad.
to, well, if he's not saying, he's saying you might want to skip this because you're sick of the content. He's not like you're gonna want to skip this because it's not good. It's actually bad. So
No, but like that's the thing is that like a really good Trump joke is a great joke. Like
Right.
No, nothing, like, there's no premise that's, like, not funny. Anything can be funny. So you're basically saying, hey, I want people to skip it. You're saying, like, I don't even really believe in this stuff. Like, you know what it is? It's pandering. It's literally him saying, I don't want to offend anyone. Please just, like, watch my special. Let me get some views. He doesn't want to offend anyone. And, like, again, do you want to watch comedy where, like, no one's taking a risk?
Right.
No.
And
You don't.
That's what it is, man. I think it's not strong stuff, and I think he knows that, because that's the thing. What do we like? Like, if you tell a racist joke, it's racist by nature, but if it's funny, everyone's gonna laugh. You can make fun of me if you get me, like right on the nose. If you get me and you make fun of me and like point out a real bad and it's funny, it's like, dude,
there's nothing better.
There's nothing
better.
That's it.
That is the peak of the comedy pyramid. It's being like, that's like the goal, right? Is to write a Trump joke that's so funny,
right,
that it can rise above all the other shitty Trump jokes that everyone hates and be like, God damn, that was good.
And you know what? That joke is not at Trump's expense. I don't know what the joke is, but I don't think it is at Trump's expense.
I don't know what the joke is either, but I can almost guarantee it's not in the special. So
for sure.
And who am I? Like, right? Like, Seth Meyers has like tons of money and a legit comedy career. I'm out here just being like, ugh.
Yeah, but
you should only watch Patrice O'Neal clips on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, that guy fucking sucks too. Whoever that guy is.
Don't shut out. You know what? Our show is better than Late Night with his face. I don't know what it's. Seth Meyers. I'll probably edit that out. But I think I would rather watch this show. If you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch a show in its entirety, you can either watch our show for the 5th time, or you can watch the entirety of Late Night.
Watch our show, dude.
Yeah,
get these views up.
That's
like 65.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna invite all of my sex worker friends over, and we're gonna watch it. Nobody's listening pod, dude.
Yeah.
It's always, you know what? I like mean comedy, and Seth Meyers is not mean. I like jokes. A
little edge.
I want a little
danger. That's dude. We talked about this.
That's life, dude. Life. I don't want too much danger.
You want a little threat.
I do.
You just want a little. No, I do. I want a little danger. I want to be like, dude. I feel bad. Here's what it is. My favorite comedy is like, man, I really feel bad for like enjoying this. That's what my favorite kind is.
Really?
When I watch something, I'm like, Jesus, like I kind of feel bad about myself for enjoying
for
this.
Laughing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think
not even for laughing, because that makes it sound like, oh, that's so offensive. I care about those people. No, but I'm just like, Jesus, like I want like comedy to like draw something out of me,
right?
Like a darkness that I didn't know was there.
Dude.
I want to find a new way to like hate something,
right? Or
find a new thing that like makes me angry, dude.
Yeah, I think that's generally, it's just like, I think with any sort of piece, dude, I'm going to sound like you know what, I'm just going to say
I know what lane you're going down here. You don't have to go full down this lane.
Okay.
You can toe it a little bit.
You know where I'm going?
Mm-hmm. I
think whatever thing artistic that you do, you got to make people feel something. Whether it's like good. No.
That's art,
Some people just like
do described art.
No, some people do it. I think it gets lost though. A lot of times I watch so much shit TV where it's like, dude,
that's it.
I was watching a trailer for something like 45 times while watching football. It was like Evil on CBS.
Yeah.
That show, it just looks like someone took us like 4 different scripts, hodgepodged them all together from like the 50s, and just put them together and be like, here's different shit, but it's the same. It was just the most bullshit thing I'd ever seen. And I'm like, who is going to watch this and be like, wow, that episode of Evil really got me thinking?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No one's mood's affected by that
and
stupid
this
show.
Definitely sounds like we're being pretentious and condescending.
Dude, we are.
We are.
We already have.
We are. Listen, I will openly say this. If you're at home watching the show Evil on CBS, I don't even know the right way to describe.
What's the white way though?
The white way. If you're watching the show Evil on CBS, you're very bad. What did I just say?
What is that?
I don't know. It sounded like Down syndrome. I didn't mean it to.
That was your white voice, though.
That was my like speech impediment voice. I didn't mean it to sound like Down syndrome, right? That is what it
It's
is.
staying
What
in.
happened there
It's
happened.
staying
Okay,
in.
But
Yeah.
that's why our show's
That's what
interesting,
it
right?
is.
That's why
It is.
65 people are watching. You know.
That's what, because you just saw a guy. It's like that could hurt the guy's future, and that's fun.
The worst thing about it is like I wasn't trying to do that voice.
Yeah.
I really wasn't. I was just trying to like say a word like a baby. That's like a baby. God, see now it always sounds like Down syndrome. I'm just trying to sound like a baby. Why are the wires getting crossed in my brain like that? I don't.
They're not too.
I've said a lot of things.
I don't think someone would ever be like, "That's not a baby voice." That's. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
say
if
it.
you're the person who's like, that's not a baby voice. That's like I with Down syndrome. I'm like, who
How
are
do
you?
you know?
What is your situation?
Yeah. Also, babies don't talk.
Yeah, that's true.
Every baby voice is just like a theoretical. If a baby could talk voice.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
guess it's more of like a generalized toddler voice.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think-
be him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Terry.
dude, say something that means something. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. I guess you know what it is, man. Is it's like, dude, I'm tired of people who like don't take a hard stance on anything.
Yeah.
Like in this day and age, in particularly, everything is so contentious and like issues are so wild that it's like, how can you not have an opinion about some stuff?
Yeah.
You know, how can you be the person who's just toeing a line, being like, oh, I don't know. Who's out there like, Trump, he's a little wild, but it's good to see someone shake things up. Who are you?
I would.
Who says that?
A lot of people.
Oh my God, who?
I mean,
What are they doing? They're the people working inside the Rite Aid when people are getting busted on cheaters outside.
for
That's
sure.
who's saying that.
Even if someone said that to me,
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
I couldn't argue with it because I think most people. This is the real dude. This is. People talk about this, but then they don't really talk about this. It's like most of us don't daily feel the effect of like legislation or
No.
politics.
No.
If someone talks about how many people, if we had to ask someone like what is the theme in Congress right now? Like what is Congress known for? They'd be like, well, I don't know. They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like
no,
oh,
they'd be like, they're trying to impeach Trump.
right. Everyone would be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be, yeah, that's
No,
fine.
Nobody actually knows. Dude, listen. This whole thing, if you think that, like, democracy's at stake and, we're living through, no. This is reality TV.
Yeah.
This is reality TV that Trump has set up because he just wants to be on TV.
Yeah.
Every news network is lying, saying that they're like, oh, this is important. It's not important. Everyone knows this is the crazy thing. Because this is the first time that there's like an impeachment and everyone's like, no, he's guilty. But like, what kind of guilty? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like nobody. Okay, listen, obviously there are people out there who are like, he didn't do anything. This is all bullshit. Like,
Right.
you know those people are out of the loop. But most general people are like, yeah, of course he's guilty of
Right.
this. But like, just get it over with. Like,
Right.
just fucking do it
yeah,
already.
either have them get away with it or not.
Like that's
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing is that like, dude, think about how the entire nation is like watching this, and it's like all these people. This is like, are they working on any other bills? Is there anything out
Right.
there right now that's like, oh, we should fix like the housing crisis or like stop these fires? No one's talking about the fire. Nobody
Right.
gives a fuck. They're just like, a bombshell new document released
Yeah.
today shows that Trump ordered Taco Bell while
That's-
9/11 memorial was happening. Like, you're like, oh my God, like.
Well, it's like
Just end it already.
whatever is it's just the most interesting thing. So if you're an issue, but you're like right under impeachment, you're
Yeah.
like, dude, this is a huge issue. There could be like an earthquake in Mexico and there's people like a
Yeah.
fucking
The planet's
sinkhole or something.
burning.
Yeah, and if it's just like it's sinkhole in Mexico, just like daily people falling into the sinkhole.
Dude, don't even get me started on that.
Right.
Dude, when I was writing stories at our station, I would like see like on something on the wire would come up and it would be like this is an average local TV news.
Okay.
First story, breaking news. 3 pit bulls bit
Oh,
a
no.
kid on a playground today.
Okay.
Then you're like 40 minutes into the show. They're like, oh, by the way, 730 people died in a typhoon today in southeast Indonesia. And they're like, what the fuck that? Bring the pit bulls back.
Yeah,
We want to
that's
see the dogs.
okay, but I will. Okay,
Tell me about this
I'm
recall at Walmart.
I'm trying to think because when I hear that, I'm like, yeah. But that's over there.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a
that's
different
most people are like
world.
you.
Yeah. But I mean, I recognize it, but you can't. Even though
you can't care about everything.
you
I
can't.
get that.
And if like a pit, you think, oh, did I know that kid? Did I know that? Did I know those 3 dogs?
But
I
do think that. Listen, am I saying that everybody should go out there and be doing typhoon relief in Indonesia? No. But I do think that maybe collectively we can do better than like if that shit happens and like no one even like thinks twice. People don't even read the article. They just see the headline like, oh, 730 people. That's kind of, I don't know. Is that more than 9/11 or like?
Yeah, that's
Or like when Boko Haram, that fucking terrorist group in Africa, was killing people constantly, and everyone was just like, "Hey, there's a new iPhone. Does this one fold?"
But that's the thing, though. It's like it's even the sensationalization of. Am I high?
I don't know.
Anyway, the fact that we take those stories and then we're saying this is because they're looking at. You've worked in the news. You look at one, you're like, you know what? This people should know about, but it won't sell macaroni.
Yeah, it's not going to sell crap.
So
it's not going to sell used cars.
Right. No one watches the. Nobody
watches.
Watch the news.
Nobody does.
You don't?
The news is dying.
Dude, I can't.
Why the fuck would you ever watch the local news? Why?
Here's
to see the weather?
Okay.
Look at it on your fucking computer phone. They send pictures now too on the phone. It's crazy. You can do all of it.
Well, I think, okay, I have a theory, all right? I think that people are watching YouTube because they can watch an hour-long bullshit that's more specific to what they like than the news. So they'll turn on, like, Your Mom's House or Joe Rogan, and they're like, I like this better than the news, which was bullshit, but it was all I had to, like, drown out the silence of my
thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
It made me think about my parents. And
right.
No, you're right. But the other thing, too, is that people don't want to watch the news because they don't want to watch a bunch of stories they don't care about just to get to the story they do care about.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing, is they would have us block it. They'd be like, hey, put all the crazy shit first and then put the weather at the end because people will stick around for the weather. That's all they really want to see.
Really?
Consultants come in all the time. They're like local news stations. They'll come in and be like, hey, listen, just so you guys all know, the only reason people watch the news is to get your traffic and the weather. Everything else, it's kind of secondary. And then everyone out there at the local news station is like, this is hard-hitting journalism. We're really going to try and break a big story.
Yeah.
Shut up. Your airspace in between car ads, okay?
Yeah.
This means nothing.
I appreciate the, like, how seriously they take it, though. Like, the nobility. If there are some, like, real purebred journalists in there, like, real zealots for, like, truth, respect.
That's what I tried to be, and I couldn't do it. That's why I fucking quit. That's why I was like, this is stupid.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And you think the bosses at a news station don't care? God, the brain dead people who still watch it definitely don't give a fuck about your like story. This neighborhood's being gentrified in town, and there's a community of people. These people are like, hey, show someone dying in a tornado before I watch Wheel of Fortune and pass out. Okay. Shut up.
I do get it, though. Do you know what I mean?
I want to see a dog skateboarding.
I do.
I want to hear about a restaurant that got shut down because there were a bunch of health violations.
That's what it is, though, because you think about it. We don't want to know, but we do. It's Live Leak.
We don't want
All I want's Live Leak.
I don't think people want
All I want to watch is just something extreme and to desensitize.
You know what it is, dude? I think people know that they don't want to know.
Oh.
I think subconsciously a lot of people are like, dude,
the truth's too painful.
Happy now.
Yeah.
I don't need and like honestly, I get that. If that's your stance and you're like, dude, I don't give a fuck. It's just negativity and I don't need to surround my life with negativity. Fucking bravo, dude. You get it. But don't be one of those people who's out there just like boring. Oh, is that Indonesia? Boring. I want to hear about something that happened in Calabasas. That's great, you know.
So you think it's better to just say, hey, I realize the darkness, but I'm going to turn a blind eye.
Yes, that is the only moral high ground that still exists.
That's
to be like, you know what? I know the darkness is out there, and I know all of you are perpetuating it and making money off of it, whether you're a news station or Variety magazine or Vulture. You're capitalizing on the darkness, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Well,
that's the moral high ground. I can't get there yet. I've tried. I can't quite get there.
Right.
I still find myself on this Vulture article about like 15. Dude, I saw some article that it was like 20 comedians you should know, and there were like 2 of them. I was like, yeah, dude, respect. And then others, I was like, who are you? What writer's room did you spawn in?
Yeah.
What fucking roast writing? Not even roast writing. What kind of fucking White House Correspondents' Dinner writing room did you just get created in? And all of a sudden you appear, and you're like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. You think they just put in people that are mild?
Yeah, dude, because they can't put someone who's crazy on there, because then they become a reflection of the publication, and the publication doesn't want to look bad. They want to sit down the middle so they can what was that, Joey?
Well,
sell you mac and cheese.
Well, I think here's the thing, though, dude. Riddle me this. We know it's coming, but when will it all collapse? And the most lucrative thing to do is have a magazine that just is horribly offensive. That just doesn't care.
Soon.
You know what I mean? When is it going to be like?
Yeah.
When is like all the money going to be gone? Because everyone is so starved to hear something that is wildly inappropriate that they will pay to hear it. Yeah. So the money will go. Well, I guess it's already come full circle. Yeah.
See, I thought you were going to go in a different direction. I was anticipating a much darker direction, which I'm
Let's go that way.
No, dude. Well, let's address your thing first.
Okay.
That you think that like here soon, it's gonna like.
It's going to go full circle.
People talk about this all the time, how it all ends in the center, right? Like for the longest time, entertainment, comedy, whatever, the public space, right?
Yeah.
Like popular culture skewed very white male. A lot of people were left out. They were disregarded. Fact.
Right.
And now everything's ridiculous. Super PC woke, way too far this way.
Yeah.
So then people are pushing back, being all crazy right wing, saying whatever. Eventually, it's gonna land back in the middle. We're just in a changing state, right?
It's just like the pendulum is like constantly swinging. The thing is, it swung so far over this way that when it comes back this way, it's gonna be ugly, dude. It's gonna be
ugly. No, that's the one thing we can agree on. It's definitely gonna be ugly. But the way I thought you were taking it, which I think this is legitimately what could happen, is that like eventually, I think TV stations and like online publications who post videos, whatever, the videos you see in your Twitter feed, your Facebook feed, whatever, I think eventually they're just going to stop bullshitting and just start showing people dying.
Exactly.
Like I legitimately think we're going to get into like a blood sport, Spartacus level, where like they're going to be like, we can't compete. Like we can't.
They got to up the stakes.
The internet's too crazy. Like what are we going to do? Then you're going to turn on the news and you're going to see an actual dead body. That's how it's going to start. Right? You watch the news now, you're like, someone got shot. Oh, I don't care. But then one day you're going to be watching the news and you're like, oh my God, that's a guy's face under a tarp. They're putting a tarp over him. There's blood. You're like, what the fuck?
We saw a shootout on TV one time. I don't know. You were visiting.
When it's live.
Is that how it is? No, we saw them cut. It was when you came out visiting. We were at a bar in K-Town. They got a little tiny TV, and then they showed a high-speed chase, and then they showed the cops open fire on a dude, and they didn't blur the dude's face.
Well, you can't blur when it's live. The bets are off a little bit. You have a little bit more wiggle room because it's live. But the thing is, you're not supposed to. If you show someone dying on TV, you will get a huge fine.
Dude, wait, this was, you also said, because we watched it, and I remember you said, oh, well, the FCC isn't working.
That's true. The government was shut down.
Yeah.
So because anytime the government shut down, the FCC they're not there. So literally, you can just say, fuck, shit, piss, cunt on TV, show a guy getting his face shot at by LAPD, nothing will happen.
Dude, I swear they showed him. They showed
might
like
have. No, this is totally
footage.
Within the realm of possibility.
Well, because I went back, I couldn't believe it. It was surreal. So I was like, I gotta watch that video again, right? So I watched it, and sure enough, showing his face, and they showed him. It was rough. I watched it.
No,
it
it's
was
bad, dude. It's happened. It's happened a lot, dude. Like there was a big thing if you Google like Shepard Smith, the Fox News anchor.
Yeah,
a big thing. They made us watch this when I was in college, like our media ethics class. They were covering a lot of the time, like during the middle of the day, you can just turn on Fox News or like any local TV station, especially here in LA, and it's just car chases.
Yeah,
they're literally just filling airtime. And
right.
Like, what do we do? Oh, the car chase. That's everyone will watch that.
Yeah.
For as long as it
They're
goes.
exciting.
They're super exciting.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. This is why it's going this way. Is because people are realizing that nothing scripted
Yeah.
can match the actual
Humanity.
thrill of watching a human life get taken on TV.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing,
No.
but it does happen.
It's-
and then all of
yeah.
a sudden, it is sick. And here's the thing. People are going to be like, well, we can make money off it. And then they're
Right.
just going to start showing it. And they're still going to sell you mac and cheese after they're done. You're going to watch a guy's fucking dome get split. And then it's going to be, well, we'll be back after break. And it's like, good food fast. Welcome to Popeyes. We got a new chicken sandwich. And then you come back, and it's like a child being, like shoved in front of a train or whatever. And then it comes back, and it's like, Louisiana fast. And then you're like, what? You're crying,
like,
like
another
eating a chicken
Popeye.
sandwich. Like, I don't know where I'm at anymore mentally. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed.
I think you think that people want to watch people die more than I think they do.
I don't think that people want to watch people die. I've said this. I will reiterate the quote.
Okay.
I don't want to watch somebody die. But I do want to watch something where someone could die.
Yeah, but I feel like when you watch those videos, when you're like, whoa, that was a close one, and then you watch the next one, and then you're like, that one was right on the money. Then you're done. You get like, when you're watching danger, it's like, ooh, exciting. But then when you watch the danger actualize itself and become harm, then you're like, and then you feel sick.
Then you
want to vomit. Yeah.
Yes, dude. It's like drugs. You just want to take yourself to the limit.
Yeah,
dude,
that's
but
what
not
it is.
Cross it.
Right.
It literally is. It's a drug. Our brain is endorphins. We get a rush from like death. That's how we're wired. Is because we're like animals. We're actually animals. We're fucking pigs. Dude.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
We are.
That's what I'm saying.
Pigs,
is that eventually we're gonna get to a point where like the local news, it'll start with the news because they'll have an excuse. They'll be like, we can show dead bodies because it's the news.
You should know.
This is
what's going on in your community.
You should know that this guy got shot.
Yeah.
Selling drugs. Like that's really important. No, and then they'll open up the door, and then all of a sudden there'll be a game show, and Drew Carey's like, "What's up, guys? Hey, how much for this guy?" And it's like, "I will pay $5,000 to kill that guy." And he's like, "Boom!" And
I think, okay, you know what? I think societally we've come, like, over the course of 1,000 years, we've come far enough to, like, get away from that barbarian. Because, like, gladiators, dude. Entertainment used to be like, let's watch two men fight to the death.
Yes. And then all
that
of a sudden,
was exciting.
Yes.
And it is, there's that barbarian brain, and you're like, that's what people want to watch. Like, yeah, we're going to go watch that because that's the most wild thing we could possibly. They took it to the limit, and then it took us 1,000 years to get the point where it's like, let's watch Drew Carey at 9 a.m. like spin a wheel.
We're reaching the bottom of the valley where it's like we went from people spearing bulls in the arena.
Yeah.
And then now we're at a place where you can skip a Trump joke in a pre-made comedy special.
Yeah.
Now
there that's
are
it.
Thousands of now. And you're just like, now we've gone from killing a steer with a fucking sword. And now you're just watching Lily Singh talk about bad Tinder dates. That's how far we've come.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I agree with people who are saying that they want to like watch someone die. But what I'm saying is like when we were still evolving as a society, we were like, hey, I like violence. Let's all gather and watch these guys brutally murder each other because they both stole a loaf of bread.
Well, you know what also is crazy is the public hanging. Or the public execution.
I mean, that's still, we talked about Saddam Hussein recently.
Yeah.
That's like, what was it? 15 years ago. Not that far away.
That's it's the thrill of seeing someone get it.
Yes, it's still there. What I'm saying though is that like people's base bad tendencies
for sure.
is to be like, I want to watch someone die. But we evolved past that.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. You're right. That's what I agree with you. You're like, we evolved past that.
Wasn't the good old days.
No, that's
line. Okay,
that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
So like, those
Thank you. In case anyone thought that was like
we realized that we're humans.
The golden age of entertainment was public executions.
Yeah, people were like,
not what I meant.
What's the golden age of entertainment? Like, oh, the big TV boom of the 2000s,
yeah, of course,
50s, neo noir cinema, public executions in the 1500s
for the first 5,000 years of humanity.
Yeah, so it was like, what's the best? We're all arguing of like, HBO Max is too much. People used to just go watch a guy get ripped apart by horses for free. They would just show up and a guy would have a fucking every limb tied to a horse and they're just like And then you'd be
Yeah.
like, wow, that altered my brain forever.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go home now.
I can't unsee that.
I guess I'm just fucked.
I will forever know what that looks
What
like when it
looks
happens.
like for a horse to rip a guy apart.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't, but I still
But I still
did.
watched it.
Yeah, I could have looked away. Had a lot of opportunities. I knew
But
it was
I
coming.
didn't. And then what does that make me? Scum. All
Yeah.
right. Well, at least you're on the level. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying here soon, yes. Media
That's-
companies will market death to you.
I want to know when the first person that was watching the public execution was like,
Guys, this is fucked up.
it was just one guy whispering to another guy like, they should do these privately, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Guys.
thinking that for about 5 years, man. This is really fucked. That guy's mom's right there. They're making her watch. This is really, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, they're like burning a witch at the stake. Like, guys. Is this too much? And someone was like, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, it's too much. Wait,
Finally. I just thought you guys liked it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I hate it. It's awful. We're killing
Yeah,
people.
dude.
Innocent women.
what's
Because they don't float or
so
whatever.
many fucked up forms of torture back in the day, dude?
Yeah.
Some guy.
I think just torture in general. We've gone so far to be like, we have the
Some
Geneva
guy
Convention.
Some guy stole a bottle of wine and they're turning him into a blood eagle, and someone's like, I don't know. I think it's just wine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. God, is this too much?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
Like,
seems.
and they're like,
there should-
kill that guy.
Yeah.
And he's up there in the blood eagle. Like, if you don't know what that is, don't Google blood eagle. Do not do that. But
What is that with it? Ah, man.
don't worry about it.
All
dude.
right.
You either
Is it
that's
the-
a
is-
joke for the darkness.
All right,
I mean, you're
okay.
either part of it. Or
You
you're
either
not.
know what a blood
Don't-
eagle is or you
don't
don't.
Google a blood eagle. But
Oh, my gosh. How are we on time?
we're almost to the end.
We're done? Okay.
We're getting close.
All right. I had like a. Okay. I had a like quick. I
Do
have
it.
a theory.
Let's do it.
Ancient pyramids. Black holes. Who did 9/11?
I have a theory.
Man, this
Thi-
is probably the darkest episode. This
Okay,
is definitively
this is-
the darkest episode we've done.
All right.
And if you're still watching, which we don't have the YouTube analytics to confirm that, yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, leave it. If you're right here, right now, leave a comment. We always respond. We always do. I always do. I'll write something back. I'll like it.
I
I'll
won't.
give him a thumb up. He won't.
I delete
I
the
will
app.
though. I will. Okay. This is it. And it's messed up too. So it goes with the theme.
Let's do it.
All right. I think you can't pay attention to your kids too much. You can overlove your kids because the kids that are
course.
here's where I'm going though.
Yeah,
you need
take me
to like
somewhere.
you need to ignore your children sometimes because this is what I've noticed. If someone's always asking you what the problem is, like a lot of times if I can tell someone's upset, I won't ask them what's wrong. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's a lot of times I'm like, oh, you need someone to ask what's wrong. Because because some people just always something's wrong. And I'm like, why is nothing wrong with me?
Yeah, you
it's because
kinda-
no one asks me what's wrong. No one cares. No one's like, how are you feeling today? I'd be
Yeah.
like, why the fuck do you want to know?
Yeah. No,
So-
that's a valid point.
Because I feel like kids, it's always like, oh, are you okay? How are you feeling? Do you want a juice box? Do you want this? Do you want that? Is everything okay? Did
when
you fall
ask
down?
someone if they're okay a million times, you're basically every time you do that, you're reinforcing how bad the thing is they're worried about, and sometimes it's not a big deal.
No.
that's the whole thing. If a kid falls down, all the parents are like, "Oh, like
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, you're okay," and
Yeah.
they're just like, what am I supposed to feel this? I'm bleeding."
Yeah.
Then
Because that's what I don't know. I guess, I don't even want to put it into children's lives. All right. Let's take it out because I feel like you're right. That's a bullshit point that's been made. But I think even in adulthood, a lot of people want to be asked what's wrong. And I think you get asked what's wrong so many times, you think that something's always wrong. No one asks me what's wrong. No one asks me if I'm okay. And you know why? And you know what? Everything is always good, dude.
yeah,
Do I have little
I feel-
things? Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, I can't stop winning, dude. This is it. Like I have no I have
you have a wider eye view of society in the sense you're like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Why are we all crying over spilt milk?
Dude, you saw a guy shooting heroin into his dick vein, and you're not him. You're never
True.
gonna be
Not
him.
yet, at least.
So smile, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I agree. I think people should be a little bit more grateful. You're right. I think the reality, though, is that, like, you can't check up on people too much because, like, a lot of the time when you do that, you realize you're like, oh, you're not mad about the thing. You're mad that you're not feeling heard. And those are two different things. So if you feel like you're mad, you should, like, examine it enough to be like, am I mad because somebody wronged me?
Right.
Or am I mad because I feel like I've been wronged by everybody?
Have I been made to feel like I don't exist?
Here's the thing. Here's the ultimate test, dude. I don't know about you, but when I'm like really upset about something,
Yeah.
I like don't want people to talk to me.
That's
I
the
don't.
truth.
I want to shut it out. I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't. And it doesn't matter what it is, but I'm just like, you don't understand. I'm upset about something in my own brain. It
Right.
only exists right here. I don't want anyone else to be a part of it. I just process it and just try to move on.
When I can tell when someone's really going through inner turmoil is when I can tell that they're trying to fake either the fear, sadness, or rage inside of them, and they're doing a poor job. That's when you know it's like, oh, this guy needs to be asked, how's it going?
Yeah.
Because it's like him trying to be like, I can't be asked about this.
Yeah.
So putting on a good face, but not doing well. Not doing good with the good face,
Yeah, no, this is the guy who's posting Linkin Park lyrics on Facebook. Like, I'm breaking the habit.
I don't think he is, though.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, I think he's putting on the brave face. And it's
okay.
not, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would post something saying, like a gratitude post or something, right? Just to make sure that's like a last ditch to be like him thinking, I think people know I'm losing it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post something
Gotta
to
remind
throw
him.
him off the scent.
Yeah.
That's the guy
Wow,
that
so this is
doesn't
way
want
more
to. Yeah.
Machiavellian
Oh,
than I
yeah,
previously
dude. The guy
thought.
that doesn't want to talk about it, but is clearly going through some shit. That's the guy. If you see him, if someone's like, hey, come here.
Yeah.
Let me talk about my problems. They'll be fine. But the guy that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
No, it's
guy
like
that's
the guy-
about
it's
to
like
burp.
the guy at the office and like he's always just been kind of quiet, and then one day he's not at work and you get an email from HR. They're like, hey, we just want to let everyone know Bob's father passed away last night.
Right.
He's so just say you're whatever, and then like 2 days later Bob comes in and he normally looks normal, but this time like his head's been shaved, like he shaved his head.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like
Oh.
staring. He kind of looks like Henry Rollins now, and you're like, Bob, like what happened to Bob? Was fun. Like and then also you're like, why'd you shave your head? And he's like, it's time to change things up. You're like, that guy's fucked up.
Oh, Bob broke.
Bob broke.
Yeah,
A fault
yeah.
line formed in Bob's brain that will never be erased. Okay.
Dude, there are people like that. It's usually, you ever meet like genuinely kind people, and you want to do everything nice for them because you're like, I don't want you to change, because
Yeah.
you remind me that there are
There's
kind
good
people
in the world.
So when you see those people getting
You
pissed,
can't lose your wonder.
yeah, if that's Bob, if he's always putting on a brave face and one day he breaks, you're like,
Jeez.
what did
Bob too?
Yeah, what did society do? They
That's
broke
how you know
Bob.
we're fucked. If
right.
they broke Bob,
Right. It's
Bob
over. There's no hope,
Bob used to make salami roll-ups on Fridays. He would bring it in.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
loved him. His
And-
wife would make cookies. Bob.
Oh, Bob's married.
Now Bob has a shaved head.
Oh, okay.
He's reading a bunch of weird stuff, a bunch of weird
Yeah, he's
Ben
been-
Shapiro
he's been-
articles online
Nice.
now. It's very strange. He's just not as fun anymore. He's always
Yeah.
talking about this deep state government.
That's
Bob, no.
as long as Bob that doesn't bother. Bob's like getting into some conspiracies.
No,
some, like,
dude.
I'm
Bob
fine with
had
that.
wonder. And
All right. Yeah,
he
yeah.
enjoyed life, and then something happened, and all of a sudden he feels the need to go listen to a guy like Ben Shapiro. Like,
I kind of
No.
like Ben Shapiro.
that's a problem, dude.
I think
we should end it
All right,
there.
we'll send it there. Well, I'll say I've heard I've heard what I like about Ben Shapiro. What I like about him.
Let's end on this.
All right, what I like about Ben Shapiro is, in the same way I like Milo Yiannopoulos, they both, We always have that like, ooh, better not say that. Ooh, like
Yeah.
we still, I mean, we say some messed up stuff, but we still have that in the back of my head. I'm
Because we're
always
trying
like,
to build a fan base. They already have one.
right? And they say, and you know, I think, and when I hear them say stuff, I'm like, I like people that poke bears, dude.
I do
I
too,
love the
but I
thrill.
don't think Ben Shapiro's poke. Milo Yiannopoulos, whatever. That
Dude,
guy
he pokes
is.
bears.
That guy is.
Both those dudes
That
poke
guy,
bears.
No,
and I
it's
like
not
it.
the same. Ben Shapiro is trying to be. Ben Shapiro thinks he's on the right side of like history and being like in a journalist.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro believes that he is good. Milo Yiannopoulos knows he's a troll.
evil. Yeah.
But Ben Shapiro thinks he's working for good, and
Right.
that, my friend, is the key difference.
That's true. Fair enough. I think he does get a little thrill from like poking bear. You know what I mean? I think he does.
Hey, listen. All you got to know is just you like Ben Shapiro, you don't like Ben Shapiro. You voted for Trump, you didn't vote for Trump. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, we all can come together, you know, knowing we want to watch someone die on TV.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe
Yeah.
we're not that different after all.
We're all the same. We're all the same. You know who went to the public execution? The whole town.
The whole town. They were all there.
All right. That was